position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Whalen. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Lost a throw on first down. Punts it out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
They'll ride the hot hand. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Handoff to the single back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's random. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
10th play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And the try is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Takes the handoff. It's Whitted.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about hammering the ball out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Oh, better look out. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Taking it the other way. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that
breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The running back has it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. FIU is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Miami for some time. They're up 14 over Florida Atlantic. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewitt.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always the system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going to the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the toss. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Smashes ahead. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And they defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Whitted. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
This time they'll go to the running game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The run from the shotgun. Quick step and go. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run, finding an escape route. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback. He wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it in.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. To pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
To the air on first down. He's got it. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Finds his man. It's Riggs. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riggs. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive firing. And his throw is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rourke. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over Florida Atlantic. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Lassiter
pulls it in down the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
The Noles want to crank the tempo. Got the quick pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Got some room in under the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. They go to the ground. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced the 3 and out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The offense changing the play. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on 4th down.
And I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's random. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. In the final period of this one. The give to the single back. Got enough for the 1st. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Knowles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback making checks. Back's got it. And they will score. Touchdown Seminoles. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. He's in open space downfield. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Eddie Electric One has him set up.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's really hard to win football games when we're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Riggs. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try.
Fires toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The lone back's got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Finds a little space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
On the ground, it's Randall. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run